All right, let's talk about video editing. What if I told you that you could get professional level power right in your pocket? Well, that's the promise of an app called VivaCut, and we're going to dive into it today, guided by the insights of Mohamed El Babely. Now, this guy is an Adobe-certified pro, a motion graphics wizard, and he runs a huge YouTube channel on design, so yeah, when he talks, we should probably listen. Let's find out what makes this app so special.
Okay, so right out of the gate, El Babely drops this bombshell. He says, this app saves you so much time and effort and gives you results so professional that it's doing things that could take hours on After Effects. I mean, After Effects, that's the industry standard super complex desktop software. So comparing a free mobile app to that is a huge claim. We've got to see if it holds up.
So, the big question is, how on earth can a free app live up to that kind of hype? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to break down the key features that make this thing an absolute powerhouse for creators. We'll start with the basics and then get into the really cool stuff you would never think is possible on a phone. Okay, first things first. Let's talk about building your video's foundation, the basics. You know, every amazing video has to start somewhere. So let's see how simple it is to get a project started in VivaCut. And honestly, getting started is a piece of cake. You literally just tap Create, grab all the photos and videos you want from your phone, and boom, they're in. And here's a really important step. Right away, you can pick your aspect ratio. So if you're making a TikTok or a Reel, you choose 9:16. Making a YouTube video, go for 16:9. It sets you up for success from the get-go. After that, trimming your clips is as easy as just dragging the ends on the timeline. Super simple, super intuitive.
All right, so your clips are on the timeline, but you know, a video isn't just a bunch of clips slapped together, right? It needs to flow. So the question is, how do you connect those clips together smoothly and make it look good?
Well, according to El Babely, the answer lies in the transitions. And you can just tell he's excited when he talks about them. He says the effects are so numerous there, and I quote, frankly, are considered endless. That's a pretty big statement. It sounds like this is where the app really starts to open up and become a creative playground. And he's not kidding. We're not talking about your basic, boring fades here. You've got awesome 3D stuff, cool glitch effects, blurs, light leaks, even things that look like brush strokes. There are just so many options to choose from. And applying them couldn't be easier. You just tap the little icon between two clips, find one you like, and bam, it's in. You can even apply the same one to your whole video with just one tap. So convenient.
All right, your transitions are looking slick. Now it's time to level up and add some real cinematic magic. Let's talk about unleashing visual effects, or VFX for short.
So, what are VFX? Think of it this way. If transitions are the glue that holds your clips together, VFX are kind of like the secret sauce you add on top to give them flavor. We're talking about cinematic effects you can put directly on a clip to create a certain mood or energy. It's what takes a simple shot and makes it, well, epic.
And get this, applying them is ridiculously easy and honestly kind of fun. You just pick the clip you want to add an effect to, browse through the categories, and when you find one you like, you just press and hold. That's it. The effect gets painted onto your timeline for as long as you keep your finger down. It's so fast and intuitive. No complicated menus, just pure creative flow. And the library of effects is just, wow. You've got everything. You want it to look like it's snowing? There's a nature effect for that. Want a cool neon vibe? Go to Style. You can even add vintage TV effects or those sparkly bling effects that are all over Instagram and TikTok. Whatever look you're going for, chances are it's in here.
Okay, moving on. Let's talk about making your message move with dynamic text and sound. And I gotta tell you, this next part, the text features, this might be where VivaCut really truly shines and just leaves other apps in the dust.
I'm not exaggerating. El Babely's exact word for the text features is legendary. Legendary! That's because the amount of control you get over how your text looks and moves is, frankly, insane for a mobile app. This is the kind of stuff you'd expect to see in pro desktop programs, not on your phone. So here's the deal. It's not just one type of animation. It's two different layers you can control. First, you have text animation. This controls the in and out, like how the letters appear and disappear. You know, typing on one by one, fading in, that kind of thing. But then, on top of that, you have scene animation. This makes the entire block of text move while it's on screen. It can shake or pulse or rotate. Combining these two is what creates really pro-looking text. But maybe, just maybe, the hundreds of pre-built animations aren't exactly what you want. What if you want to get really precise, you know, just like the pros do, and create your own custom movement from scratch?
Well, you can. And this is where things get really wild. The app has keyframes.
If you're not familiar, keyframes are a total game changer. It basically means you can set points on your timeline to control anything: position, size, rotation. So you could set a keyframe at the beginning to have your text be tiny in the corner, then move to the end of the clip, set another keyframe, and make the text huge in the middle. The app will automatically create the smooth animation between those 2 points for you. Having this level of control on a phone is absolutely incredible.
Okay, you've built your story, you've added amazing effects, your text is looking incredible. Now it's time for the final polish. Let's talk about professional color and export.
And we are way beyond simple Instagram filters here. VivaCut gives you a whole set of professional color tools. You can tweak the brightness, contrast, saturation, sharpness, all the standards. But it also has a curves tool. Now, if you've ever used Photoshop, you know that curves gives you super precise control over the bright parts, the dark parts, and everything in between. It's an advanced tool that lets you really dial in the perfect look for your video.
All right, your masterpiece is done. The color is perfect. It's time to share it with the world. But here's the moment of truth, right? After all this work, is the final video actually going to look good when you export it?
While VivaCut's answer to that question is pretty simple and very, very powerful, there are no compromises here.
That's right. You can export your videos in stunning 4K Ultra HD. All that detail, all those cool effects, all that hard work, it all pays off in a final file that is crystal clear. It's going to look amazing, whether you're watching it on your phone or on a giant 4K TV. So what's the final verdict on all this? Let's go back to our expert, Mohamed El Babely. He says that for creating these fast-paced, effects-heavy videos, what he calls montage work, this app is just very, very strong. He even goes so far as to say it's superior to many big programs on desktop. Think about that. This isn't just a good app for a phone, it's a genuinely powerful tool for any creator, period.
So, when you have a tool this powerful, this accessible, and it's literally just sitting in your pocket, the only thing holding you back is your own creativity. The possibilities are pretty much endless, which leaves just one final question. What story will you create first?